Psalm 46:10, it simply says, be still and know that I'm God. I want you to think about that verse today as you go through your day. I want you to meditate upon it and just, well, roll it over in your mind and think about it. You see, it starts off with being still. We live in a culture that stillness, well, it's not practiced very well. In fact, we don't like the stillness. We don't like the silence. We don't like the emptiness without the clutter of noise, without the clutter of activity, without the clutter of things. Being still is an art form that isn't practiced very well by many of us. What would happen? What would happen if we started to practice being still and listening to the silence? Listening. I'm reminded of Elijah, who was in the cave waiting on God, and he looked to the noise, but the noise wasn't God. It was the silence. It was the whisper. It was the still small voice of God that came in the midst of silence. We don't do that well, do we? I don't. And the thing about that verse is, he says, be still, and in the stillness you will know that he is God. You'll know. Where does knowledge come from but in the quiet? Not in all the learning, not in all the reading, not in all the listening, except in the silence of listening. It reminds me of being out in the woods and just sitting and listening, and suddenly hearing a leaf or a twig snap, and you're suddenly alert as to what's coming, what's going on. Would you try that today? Practice being still. Hey, until next time, God bless.